Hi. I don't normally do this. And honestly, I feel kind of stupid talking on my phone and walking in New York City. But I figure that a lot of people do it and no one's looking at me weird. But I just thought it was really cool. Can everyone hear me, by the way? Because I have headphones on and I'm like technologically challenged. But I just got off a really cool job, which I'm really excited about. But I am walking to dinner with a friend, and I am walking through my alma mater and thought, oh God, this could be kind of fun to live stream, I guess, since I don't really do that very often. And it's a trip to see how everything has changed so much. I feel kind of old, to be honest. Hey, Michelle. This is awesome. I love this. So, I'm walking through the village, and I'm now at Washington Square Park, which I feel like I was a kid. It can make me cry. Like, I'm getting emotional. What's wrong with me? What the fuck? I am not an emotional person, but I'm feeling very emotional lately, and it's really bugging the shit out of me, to be honest. So, yeah, this was actually not here. This building, it wasn't even here. It was like the Center for the Performing Arts, which is ironic considering I went to Tisch, and there was no Center for Performing Arts when I went here. Yeah, I'll take you by my old stomping grounds, which is so cool. What is everyone else up to? I feel honestly kind of weird doing this because it makes me just feel bizarre talking to my phone because this is not something I do. I don't know if they are entertaining. Someone's writing that I'm entertaining, but I actually feel quite boring. So this is my old library, which is so weird. I feel really old and dated, and all these people grew up knowing how to use Instagram, and I'm like still learning. But look, that's where I used to study into the wee hours. I don't know if I was that great at studying, to be honest, but I'm so jealous of all these people who get to go to school. I mean, don't you ever wish that you could take what you know right now and go back in time? Like, I so badly wish I could take my 37-year-old self sometimes and go back. It makes me so emotional. It's so stupid. Anyways, I guess that's what being a mom does and getting old. So I'm going at Washington Square and West 4th, and I don't know what, I feel like there's always construction here. There's always been construction since I've gone here. I don't know what the fuck. I think when we graduated in the park, and there was construction going on. I am obviously PMSing pretty hard because I am like ready to start crying, and that's so not my jam. You're right, I'm not old. I am not. As one of my best friends loves to say, I love being young, and it started out, I love being young in 19, and now it's like, I love being young in 37, which has a different ring to it. This is so wild. I came here, I don't know if anyone knows this, but I came here and I was not an acting major at first. I actually was on the soccer team, and I didn't think that acting would be a really good major. I thought, like, that is so ridiculous. Like, why am I wasting my time acting? And then my whole first year, I was going outside of school and taking classes and stuff in other places, and I was like, I really love acting. And so I actually auditioned and got in to acting school, and I was an English major, and I was a theater major, and then I also double majored in English, which is actually right there where I did all my English studies. So crazy. I don't know if anyone on this lives in New York, but it is such a rad city and so cool. It totally brings me back. I remember being like 18 years old in this park and like being a clueless kid, and now like, I don't know, it's just wild. It's such a trip, isn't it? I love all these comments. It's awesome. So this place, I don't know if this is boring to everyone, so I apologize. But I will show you. This place used to be an old cafe. Sorry, I'm like almost getting run over by cars. This place here used to be a cafe that I used to go to, also late at night in the wee hours of the morning, and get like pizza after a night out of drinking. Or sometimes we'd study, but not really. And then this is where I lived my freshman year. Right there. It's called Weinstein. He's trying to call me, but I just declined. Don't tell him. I'll call him back. And yeah, I guess that's about it. So that's where I lived when I was 18 years old, a little college student at NYU. And I used to love this. I used to walk this every day as a kid. And I was a kid. And I'd go to school and I would be like, I hope someday I can have a walking, like, just one little small part. And it's just cool. Life is cool, and I think it's cool what you put into it and what you get back. I mean, not that it's all equal, because it's not, but it's kind of wild to like put your intention out there and work really hard and be able to achieve something. And here I am, like, I don't know. I'm kind of rambling because I'm uncomfortable talking on this thing, so I apologize. So anyways, I don't know if there's any questions, but I'll probably log off, sign off, turn off, whatever you call it, in about 2 minutes, because I'm getting close to Union Square, and I don't know what else do you guys want me to talk about, because I kind of feel silly. I am in New York City. I really wanted to go for Fashion Week, and there are a couple shows that I was really hoping to make, but because of my kids' schedule, I couldn't. And so I ended up, I had a shoot with, I can't say, it's kind of silly, I wish I could say, but I asked today, and I was like, can I please talk about this? And they said no. So, but you'll know in October, it's a really fun shoot, and it's with one of my favorite, like, organizations. I just absolutely love what they put out in the world. So I was really excited to partner up with them. What do I think of Utah? I think Utah is awesome. I'm from Idaho, so I don't know. When I'm back with Austin, do you think you'd ever live stream with Daniela? Sure. I think we always have a good time. This is better than homework. Oh, thanks. How long did I live in New York? I lived here for 4 years, and then I filmed a TV show called Wildfire, and then when Wildfire was done, I moved back here and lived in the West Village for a year before I got Supernatural and then met my husband. I am good, other than I'm kind of emotional. And then this was my other place that I lived with one of my best friends in the world, Kelly. It's the Albert. And we lived above Patsy's kitchen, which I think is still here. Was it love at first sight with my husband? No, it wasn't actually. We were really, really good friends. Yes, it was. We were really great friends, and he was like a really dear friend. Oh my gosh, Patsy's is closed. This is so sad. This is so sad. This was such a staple. This is actually Oh, how sad. Oh, I guess they have a new location. But yeah, I used to go here, and the smell from the pizza would come up through our bathroom, and so we'd get these like fumes of like mushrooms and like dough and stuff. And then this moleskin store up here used to be Dean and DeLuca. It's so weird. Anyway, I don't know if there's anything else, but oh my gosh, and I think this actually used to be a veterinary clinic. Oh my god, I'm totally rambling. We are the same height. Okay, that's cool. I like this height. It's good height. Not too tall, not too short. It's good height. It's like midnight in the UK. Please say hi. Hi. Union Square is my favorite part of New York. You know what's so crazy too is that 9/11, when that happened, I was actually right here in between Washington and Union Square on 10th Street. And I remember watching like the whole thing happen, and it was so crazy that no one knew what to do at the time. And so we were being told that, you know, we were under attack and not to drink the water and watch out for airplanes and all these like no one really knew what to think, and it was way before social media and stuff. So as college kids, we all rallied and went to the CVS on Union Square and got a bunch of cardboard poster board and just started writing on it because no one knew what to do, and just started posting them pictures and love and well wishes and stuff everywhere. Because everyone was just kind of like just ashen and just, shocked, and just wanted to put out help in some way. So weird. What was my favorite part of going to college in New York? Probably, that's a good question. I think the city itself is so cool, but I think knowing that I could do it and make it, especially at 18 years old I was a kid, and so many times I thought I wanted to transfer and be a normal college kid and do like sororities and fraternities and that sort of thing, which is so not my jam. But I kept trying to convince myself it was. But I'm actually kind of a weird person. And I'm not a rah-rah kind of girl. So I think just like coming here and knowing that I could figure it out on my own is probably the best part of living in a city like this. What else? I'm literally sweating. Probably because I'm so nervous, to be honest with you. I get really nervous when I sweat. I'm like my husband. It's terrible. Our kids are doomed. Yeah, like literally. What's my favorite song? You know what my favorite song is right now, actually, and it's been my favorite song for a while, is Tom Petty's The Wildflower. I listened to it over and over when my daughter was born, and it's still like one of my top favorite songs. Any advice for making the most of college experience? Yeah, that's really a tough one, because my college experience was so hard. I felt like you feel so awesome being on your own and independent, and then you feel so alone because you're trying to figure out shit. And I think the best advice is just have confidence and just go with it.